Hmm. Just need to wait on the chat. There it is. Hello there. Alright. Part of me kinda wants to try the fire bottle cheese. So. It shouldn't be too difficult to do that in chaos. He's not supposed to be allowed to do that. Whatever, it's better chaos. Healing should not be required. Do I have anything? That's not very nice. You can hurt someone with that. Isn't Better Chaos unique? That was rude. In terms of that defy, that death counter did go up, right? And I just didn't see it. Jesus Christ, I feel so fast. I know the floor breaks, but... unique in the fact that I don't have to deal with the sides again, that those are like safe to the encounter. I just have to make my way to the heart, I suppose. After this, I want to go do a little bird creature thing again, see if I can feed him a sunset maggot thing. Get the old witch ring and go talk to what's her face, and then the embers we got in the last stream to Andre, and then see what kind of mischief we can get into before we go tickle Gywn inappropriately, like that. Might take a few tries, but we'll deal with that as we need to. Good luck, and grief ahead. See what you mean? It's a bitch now. So ironic, I spent time upgrading this sword, and I've used it for like 7 enemies. Apparently the E-Stock is one of the better thrusting swords in the game, though. Rude. I didn't get how you're supposed to fight those corpse grinders in melee. Luckily I didn't have to, but like... He's remarkably rude. $60K for that nincompoop. I like to go grind for one more level before Gywn, but we'll see. Undead parachute.
In the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that. Well, thank you, mate. Now, just Andre of Astora gets the job done. You shall. Oh yes, it is set holy. I'll be seeing you. That's an odd ember you have there. I know what you were thinking, but I'm no good with those. It won't be easy, but I'm afraid you'll have to look for some.
Is that the undead blacksmith I'll need for that.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful.
Check with him. I don't think the undead blacksmith is worth a damn, because no one talks about the guy unless they need him for whatever reason. If I am gonna have to grind for souls, I am gonna do it on the Silver Knights. It would take a bit, but it would also prolong the stream by a bit, which is good. Technically, I should go do Fire Sage and what's his face just to prolong the time a bit, but. That's good, someone's happy. I can buy 2 of these pieces? There's no point. Wait. I like the moveset on that. Seems like a very impractical weapon. Timber! Ooh. Why did I do that? Oh, okay. Where is also the Grey Lord Sanctuary Garden? Depths. Think that would work? think this is gonna work. It's not. No point in going to the altar of the Grave Lord. I will do it just for the sake of looking, but... Do you have the casket? You do not. Ironically, I'm wearing a brighter colored shirt and it looks dark. So, the Ember... His face didn't want it, which means blacksmith available. Speaking of which, I'm all over the place right now. The Duke Archive. So what's his face gone insane yet?
Oh, there you are. Or this fascinating place.
Doesn't he go insane? That was bizarre. See what what's-her-face says after I kill her father, or after her father accidentally died. I had nothing to do with it.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Gywn of Katerina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you. Oh, have you seen? You wouldn't miss him. Thank goodness. Well then, thank goodness. Well then, now I must just...
I don't mean to alarm you, but he is dead. But she doesn't need to know that, does she? Probably not going to Grey Ash Hollow Lake. So it's a bit of a moot point anyway. Anyway, the Bed of Chaos has been slain. So, according to my calculations, that just leaves Gywn. Andre doesn't know how to use the Fire Ember. We went to the Giant Smith, he doesn't know how to do it, so we should try the Undead Smith just for the sake of it. We don't need it, but Why not? Take some stuff out of the bottomless box, I think. There. Speaking of which, is that considered is a regular? Need to do that. There. Be with you shortly, Mr. Floating Serpent Creature thing.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting, and wondrous treasures have I. There you are. Oh, relax. No more fun.
Nation. That's the cleric armor. Oh, that's hilarious. That might actually look pretty cool.
Right. Good stuff, eh? Don't you forget.
I mean, I sort of killed the guy you looted it off. It could look cool, actually. That kind of works. Flips a little bit, but... do yourselves the favor, people, and stay dead. No. Did we do it the legit way? Let's do it the legit way to get into that guy's bonfire. That wasn't meant to happen. You can block that. Okay. Will I remember that till next time? Probably not. Maybe.
Is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon. Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work. I've told you I'm it.
Yeah, but you're still fucking useless. Yeah, you can't do anything on the E-stock.
What was that about? Don't be...
Andre again.
Well, I'll use it. Need any...
Reinforced weapon. We should be able to find the E-stock again in here. Apparently not. Modify. There it goes. Titanite chunks for the E-stock. Oh, he can't actually make fire weapons. Interesting.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Can you warp to the Lord Vessel? No, that would be convenient. To the Lord Vessel. Quickly gotta check up here.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us, but and pray that you know.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake. am pleased to... Is it something? The beings who possess as the primordial serpent, that there be no guilt. Very well, then...
That man just ate me. Resting at that? Is that resting at the Lord Vessel, or because I've empowered the Lord Vessel?
Oh. The Lord Vessel is satiated, magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gywn, the new great Lord, and I am Kingseeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the Age of Fire perpetuate.
Should it be reverse hollowing? Knights of Gywn, surrender unto me as your rightful Lord and Savior. You had the audacity to survive a backstab? The Black Knight's sword is still considered a great sword. It still feels remarkably slow. Does it have the same damage as the greatsword too? What the fuck's the point of this big lug then? Apparently this guy's claimed a lot of blood over the years. Sorry to say, but I'm intimately familiar with your weapon at the moment. And for each attempt, you have to run this. Raise the sun. Isn't there supposed to be a guy with a battle axe around here somewhere? Speak and you shall receive? Yeah. Now this is the only one I know that has a battle axe, so we're gonna be cautious of his potential moveset. The amount of poise there is stupid. I decline you. Black Knight Halberd, okay. That should be this guy dead. Bravery ahead. Try parrying. Weakness. Close range battle. That didn't go as planned. Good job, Gywn. I'm proud of you. Are we gonna fight all of them? They're not difficult to fight. Do you want to talk about it? I'm proud of you. Is this just a way to farm Titanite? What I understood, the only thing that doesn't carry over is embers. Yeah, that doesn't fly anymore, buddy. Interesting maneuver. Do you want to talk about it? Oh, that's the grab thing. That's why people turn around. If we could do it sub 400, I'd be incredibly happy. The only Black Knight weapon I miss is the battle axe and the halberd. Don't talk about that. Technically I'm also missing their shield, but... I think 100% block shield would have been a bit better for this, but I think the stamina regions is going to be too important. You know, for all the kit I'm currently wearing to have medium roll, if I go up here... Okay, it's still medium. Not that bad, is it? That was dumb. I got a parry in there and he just immediately went eh. I warn you, Gywn, if I have to go get more humanity, I'm not going to be happy. Can I kill that drops humanity consistently? That said, I need to clear out the merchants for their Titan Knight for their humanity first. The fucking dark wraiths at the new Lando is more terrifying than you folks. Come on, get with the program. Make us quick in our boots. First time you ever did a running attack. I'm proud of you. I was so sure his second attack there got parried.
I am pleased. Is it so? Are you ready? Then.
Be going back shortly, friend, but actually, popping one of her mushrooms the second you get in the door might be decent.
Oh, you again. You've come at some new... I saved them... What? Nothing appeals to you? Well, you must have poor taste.
I need to eat Manus' soul real quick.
Oh, there you are. Well, welcome. We chop. How is it? Fine stuff.
I am pleased. Is it? Very well. Then.
That one lone silver knight is confusing the fuck out of me. Don't know how that counter is behind him, but we'll take it. Don't need another Black Knight sword. Too late. I think I was really lucky getting the Black Knight Greatsword then. I was rude. Jesus. That is quick. I see why that is your potential favorite weapon, Phantom. That is mean. The thing is, this is just so slow. And then there was that thing. Do you want to talk about it? When we don't have time to fight you too many more times. Better. Far from good, but better. I also completely ignored my advice about using one of Elizabeth mushrooms. Is there a place you can purchase those, or are there a set number of them? They're actually good. Rarely useful, but good. this point I can go upgrade my koi fully. We're going down, down, down. Where the lass and lassies meet. And do what they can do upon the open street. The first time that I went there, I was very much impressed to see the lassie showing off their cuckoo's nests. And it's high the cuckoo, low the cuckoo, by the cuckoo's nest. High the cuckoo, low the cuckoo, by the cuckoo's nest. My sword is longer than yours. Therefore, I win and the Titanite belongs to me. It is fully possible we only have one humanity left. That we might have to... I expect the timing to be like, oh, I'm gonna swing, but it's... no, it's... But the Elizabeth mushroom worked the way I wanted it to. So much so that, provided that my brain works this attempt, we shouldn't need to farm humanity. Given how all the humanity I ever farmed immediately was shoved into... what's her face? Oh, there's supposed to be several Silver Knights. I just remembered something I wanted to do. So I'm gonna do it.
Are you ready?
The asylum. Sunlight maggot. Sure, shouldn't be in there. Headgear. Found it eventually, but don't think I would have looked in the headgear section, I'll be honest with you.
Give me.
Actually, it's gonna be faster to warp. Who's to get?
Quaylag, my dear sister. Quaylag, what is it? Quail eggs. It hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister.
Yes, I have killed her.
I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself. I'll be fine, but promise me that you will take care of yourself.
Why do I have pink eyebrows?
Goodbye, Quaylag. Do be safe.
You speak the tongue of the fair lady? Well, do not be rash with your pride. You have yet to earn my trust. If you try anything funny with the fair lady, there will be hell to pay.
Okay, that is medium. Just feels really heavy. Can we to the old vessel? Yes, I have killed him. You weren't here for it, but I have killed him. I was... third stream, I think?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, not... I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
What does feeding him Titanite do? You know, let's try it. Become a Titanite shard. That is worthless.
Very well. Then stay.
When I am here. Again. Don't mean to alarm you, but you just got schooled by someone wearing ass-heavy armor than you. Is it heavier, or...? It is heavier than your armor. That actually makes the Black Knight and probably the Silver Knight pretty attractive armor, all things considered. Relatively decent protectively. But then again, from what I understand in armor in Dark Souls, it's like either or. It's either very protective, or it's very light and provides good benefits. There's no other real in-between with the community's views on armor. That hurt. That's 3 Black Knight swords. I should feed that to fucking Fran. You can actually see Gywn in there. That's awesome. Give me the polearm. Give me the trifecta of your weaponry. Quadfecta. If you wanted to, you could have killed me so easily right there, buddy. ask and you shall receive. That's the same animations as the Gywn halberd. It feels like. And it does the most base damage of all the ones from the looks of it. I'm actually gonna quickly look that up. Not gonna be forgetful of you folks. We're gonna do it together. Dark sauce. Mushroom. Mushroom people. Not looking for enemies. Elizabeth mushrooms. 3 from given from also drops if you kill Elizabeth. Tough buff. So no. Okay. That's kind of tragic. Okay. Oh, they don't last longer. Well, that kind of shat on my whole idea of a strategy. Oh, I'm just gonna be able to tank it with her mushrooms. No, they're useless. Just go fight some Silver Knights. Probably should just go kill, what's his face? Just kill Patches, to be fair. I could also go kill Big Hat Logan. It will have no consequence anyway. I'm not gonna do that, but like, it wouldn't have any consequence. I can parry that attack? Okay. More you know, I guess. What do you mean you blocked that? Yeah, that's not how you do it. Yeah, I do more damage. Who listens to that man wearing an elk skull on his head? Want to talk about how little damage that did now? Apparently he doesn't. Said that a lot in Dark Souls so far, that it's just very flat in a lot of departments, but given its age, it's allowed to be. That, ladies and gentlemen, was remarkably difficult. Shit. We have enough for 3 humanity. Let's try with 3, and we'll go from there. There. Might have to cut this stream short before I have murdered Gywn, but we'll give that a judgment call as time goes.
Oh, you again. You've come at some new... I saved them.
I really don't want to get
Fine stuff.
dual humanities. We'll see if our friend the Grave Lady over here sells some humanities for us. If not, we'll kill that guy.
I thought you bet plenty. Tell me honestly, you think I've gone to the others because I've cracked my head and gone on. You do, I can see it in you trust the badge of more so for me. Come again if you please.
Who else sells humanity? Let's be nice. Let's not murder someone for the sake of murdering them. For now.
Is it? Very well. Then.
If you start hearing a lot of background noise, it is the visitation we currently have at this house. 3 kids, 5, 3, and half a year, some shit, I don't know. Respectable this time, buddy. Look it. Look it. Shouldn't be picked up by the microphone, but if it becomes too annoying, I'll just unfortunately. What's another greatsword gonna hurt someone? Should we try fighting him on the narrow straight? I really want to run to Andre and look to repair or fix my shit to rank 10. Fairly sure Phantom wants to kill me at the moment. Just on the notion of the sheer amount of black... What's it called? West I've been getting. There ain't no way in hell that counted as you attacking. I'm not going to use the Elizabeth Mushroom. I might have survived that if I had done an Estes instead of the I do want to do this human though, so we might have to get creative. But we are reaching the point where I'm stopping to care. In fact, before we go too much further, let us look at that. Humanity. Once there's one area of the boss is alive. He's been killed, so that's a moot point. Rats, Picars, skeletal babies, as well as giant humanity enemies. So if I'm gonna get that, I have to go kill things I really don't care to kill. So, may not be this pretty when I come back, but by God, I'll come back pretty fucking soon. Forward! Charge! I've been ugly the entire game. Why would I be pretty for the end? Do me a favor and stay right there while I fix the screen. Rude. We had a truce. You're rude to me, I'm gonna be rude to you. Enjoy sleeping for all eternity, you fucking bugger. Oh. I suppose if you could split one Titanite chunk into several large Titanite pieces, that wouldn't be that bad. Last time we were able to 1v1 you in this location, let's do it again. You die at my hand, just as Gywn will. Eventually. Let's add that in, eventually. Drop another axe? No. Because that would be hilarious. It'd be funny as fuck, but... in the ass. And across the store. Waste, I suppose. Wrap this up. What a crap. Hi, Gywn. How did that hit me? He swung, I parried, he didn't get parried. Okay, guy. Okay. If you don't want to play fair, you can just tell me. I'll take it like a man. It's okay. And unfortunately... that is all our humanities. We're now stuck at looking at this mug for the rest of the time. So all the humanities I had was spent trying to... become Quelaag, I guess? I don't know. I am starting to be done with the novelty of killing these people. But then again, if I keep the Titanite going into New Game Plus, it's going to be good to have it. I don't feel like thinking, so you're coming over here. How many Titanite chunks have I gotten? There's a dragon I haven't killed? Not my problem. Chunks aren't as useful as slabs in that case. I'm not too concerned about it. I need a Twinkling Titanite to upgrade this weapon, and if I swap weapon during my next playthrough, what am I swapping to? Probably like the Great Axe, maybe Dragon's Tooth type of thing. See the point? Don't see the point. And that's future playthrough to worry about rather than... Rude! Very, very rude. Die. Alright, now we're starting to get to the point where I'm just trying to have fun rather than actually doing the super serious gaming hour. Anyone remember that? It's time for super serious gaming hour. No? No, 1F Jeff and the Grimgrams? I'm not talking about you, Grim. I'm talking about Grimmeth. Grimmeth. Grimmeth! Professor G.R. Reaper. A professor of etymology. Would I go up the deep end? To some people, yes. To me, never. Fucking stop it! I have too many of those swords already. I don't need this many fucking swords. I gotta go with the axe. It's the only fucking knight that I still, to some degree, respect. To some degree, I still respect him. Having two of them ain't gonna hurt anyone, is it? Alright, Gywn, you succeeded in taking my soul.
Bless thy safe return. Let Garth and Fraft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
Bad idea, but I did it anyway. Now, as this was my first playthrough, I think it's only fair to give some base thoughts of what I thought on the game. To some degrees, I am a bit disappointed, because, not by the game in terms of how I played and everything was pretty good, but like, there wasn't as much of a challenge as I sort of expected. One can make strong arguments that's because I started using the Black Knight's Greatsword, and it was just hitting for 500 on like every single boss. Yes, very true, Phantom. But at the same time, if we start to consider the order of the challenge I had with the bosses, I think it was definitely Gravity up first in terms of the most deaths. Then comes Manus, then comes ONS, and then comes my mistakes to mobs and whatever else, and then comes Civ. There should be at least 2 or 3 other bosses that I struggled with to the point where it was truly moments where like you were dreading booting up the game again. I never actually had that. I had to some degree the opposite. During each individual stream I did, I felt progress. But I also think that has to do with I was around on the internet when Dark Souls originally came out. And the memories of how people were complaining at school and all that, like, oh, Dark Souls is so difficult, it's so difficult. It just builds this false sense of expectancy, which means it didn't live up to the expectations of the difficulty that I thought preceded it. And I do think the fact that that happened was part of the strong growth that Dark Souls had was due to it was harder than average for most gamers when it came out originally. At this point, as stated, it wasn't that big a deal. But I also, as stated during my first part, or first day, there's no such thing as a truly blind playthrough of Dark Souls anymore. Which means I inherently went in knowing a select few windows for when to attack certain bosses and the like. It just straight up boots up a New Game Plus, huh?
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
It's kind of silly.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
I didn't get any Dragon Blade Sword.
Where they are locked away.
That's in the Salt Lakes, isn't it? I never went down there, so... There is arguably a lot of game I missed.
This is your fate.
I know I missed Fire Sage and Centipede, but to my knowledge, because I haven't memorized the entire boss list first playthrough, don't care, I did that to some degree on purpose. What do we keep? Keep Estus. Keep all the Titanite. We keep the bottomless box. Various magic we have. So that presumes I also keep all the weapons that are in the box. Isn't there a cat in one of those windows somewhere as well? I did give it to the undead smith. I took the time to check all the smiths and I gave it to him. think I got enough of those fucking things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the east up. Keep a Black Knight Great Axe, because that might be fun to upgrade, because it's so degree the opposite end of the spectrum. Sure, keep the Crystal Halberd. Keep the Gywn Halberd. I used to some degree one experiment with that for a potential character in the future. I know. I could also see why pretty quickly during the entire notion with it, just due to the speed it had. That is absurdly quick for a weapon that does this much damage. Chaos Ember, if that's in the... I don't think I got that one. God, I'm gonna lose 80k souls. Okay. That doesn't actually give you souls. Aww. Oh, I can't level up yet. I don't know why I'm looting when I think about it. That still hit me!
Why?
Because it really doesn't matter. That's why. Even the Isolith shortcuts, or do I have to rejoin Covenants? Chaos Servant +2. Is that one's like technically still locked?
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Anyway, now that we are back in Ireland Brine, it's time to end.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? But there's no salvation.
I might kill that guy just for the sake of it. What do you mean kindle to 10? You thinking about Estes? So that doesn't really matter. I never kindled more than like 3 bonfires. But let's see, which bonfire would you need to kindle? In my case, I would like to kindle the one with the Manus fight that I was using. Oh, in Est, I didn't kindle a bonfire because I took the long route that I actually think I would do. But it is sort of a moot point, because if I return to Dark Souls, I would look to do a different character. Just due to I've done strength, there is still magic to explore. $45 hours. Not that bad, is it? But if we look at it, that's good. Because basically this is what I developed into. That actually starts with the armor I was using for most of the game. Even though I started as a bandit, I developed into a knight or a warrior. But we have sorcerer, pyromancer, cleric. These are things that I would be very interested in doing. I think all 3 I think I would want to do at one point. I don't really care, Phantom. It would be less about making someone who's heavy faith and more about making I'm a character that's sticking with a mace for the entire playthrough. Something I do in my own time where I don't really care what happens, type of thing. Pyromancy is something I was considering, well, I sort of knew I was going to go a bandit on my first character. Bandit or thief, just for the master key. I think strength, or the bandit was definitely the best start I could have done, though. It left me a bit weak in the dex department, which sort of hurt early because it limited me in weapons, but the battle axe did do good enough damage in the early. Pyromancy is something I would definitely experiment with. Create a bit of a chaos character in that. I was thinking using Quelaag's sword. Did you create the... to glow in the dark? There you go. Oh god, that's terrifying. Gift binoculars are terrible, 20 minutes is terrible. Black fire bombs are nice for the early game. It's also terrible. Tiny beings ring. It's also terrible. That's also terrible. Also terrible. So, in terms of starting gift, it's either Master Key or Firebomb for the early Asylum Demon. Don't know why I brought you people on for character creation for something I'm more than likely going to do in my own time, but... there is that. I am blue. Anyway, with that, I believe I've gotten everything I want out of my chest. The only thing that is potentially slightly cut short is... the last word thing I was doing, but in the end of the day, there was never a point where I didn't enjoy this playthrough, as I never got to the point where I was truly frustrated. It was always very manageable in that sense. So overall, definitely something I would do a future playthrough of, as you can more than likely surmise by the notion of the fact that I just created another character. Definitely won't be the same me go strong, me go hit face, smork, smork, smork type of deal, but I think it just sort of was just something that happened due to I got the Grey Sword. I got the Black Knight Great Sword. It just did more damage than everything else, and sometimes you have to err on that side, which did lead to a handful of fights that were overall disappointing. I think I would have gotten the hang of Seath Scale is pretty quick, but Nito first try using one Estus and one Humanity, that's a load of shit. You know what I mean? What was another one? Both the Sanctuary Guardian and Artorias were done dirty, dying only twice to both of them. 4 deaths between them to the fucking 50-something it took Manus. It's a bit of a fucking... I feel I cheated them, you know? I feel I cheated them. I do think eventually my original idea with this playthrough was, of course, to use the Astora Straight Sword. I do think I would have dropped that eventually, because it did not do enough damage. One, the resistances on the bosses just got higher and higher and higher. Which is dumb gameplay design in my opinion, but I didn't make the game. But with that, I will cut the stream for today. And I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough.